A pleasant welcome to Elbc Newsline, a full hour of news from Liberia and other parts of the world. Today is Monday, January 12, 2026. My name is Fabian, presenting, and these are our top stories. The President of the Senate, Vice President Jeremiah Poole, calls for stronger collaborations among lawmakers to strengthen governance. Environmental Protection Agency reports drastic reduction in air and noise pollution. The police charge is sent to court a 62-year-old man for alleged sexual abuse of a 16-year-old boy. In a foreign news, Sudan's military-led government returns to Khartoum after nearly 3 years of operating from the eastern city of Port Sudan. These stories and much more are all coming up. But first, Crystal and the news bulletin.
Vice President Jeremiah Cohen has called on members of the Senate to collaborate and formulate policies and laws that strengthen governance, deepen democracy, and uphold the rule of law, irrespective of their political alliances. The president of the Liberian Senate said through enhanced collaboration and deliberate actions, Liberia will experience growth and development. The Liberian vice president also commended the opposition for holding the government accountable, adding that a strong democracy requires scrutiny, vigilance, and dissent.
On this new session, foreign senators, respecting of political lines, collaborating the formulation of policies, law that strengthen governance, keeping democracy, of political diversity, is a source of strength.
Mr. Cohn urged members of the ruling party to remain focused, disciplined, and humble, noting that true leadership is measured by achieved deliverables. The president of the Senate made a statement Monday when he addressed the official opening of the Senate. Vice President Jeremiah Cohn says deliberate and sustained efforts are underway to address present challenges, including job creation. The vice president said although there are challenges, President Joseph Boakai remains committed to addressing them through the implementation of the arrest agenda. Mr. Cohn added that the government, through the execution of the national budget, is creating an enabling environment for both domestic and foreign investment. He noted that the government is expanding access to reliable electricity, revitalizing full-scale agriculture, strengthening infrastructure, and fostering the right conditions for a vibrant private sector. The vice president told the Senate that Liberians are not asking for perfection, but sincerity, cooperation, and progress that will transform their lives. The Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) has vowed to continue on taking actionable steps to curb the growing wave of air and noise pollution across Liberia. Speaking on the Super Morning Show Monday, EPA Executive Director Dr. Emmanuel Yakawule disclosed that the agency has completed and approved key regulatory documentations to reduce noise pollution nationwide. According to Dr. Yakawule, the policy documents have already been endorsed by the EPA's Policy Council and are now ready for full implementation. He said the new regulations will guide the monitoring, control, and enforcement of noise levels, particularly in densely populated communities, commercial areas, entertainment centers, and places of worship. Dr. Yakawule warned that individuals, businesses, and institutions found violating the noise and air pollution regulations will face penalties as provided by law. He emphasized that prolonged exposure to excessive noise can lead to hearing loss, stress, sleep disturbances, high blood pressure, and reduced productivity. Meanwhile, the Environmental Protection Agency Executive Director Emmanuel Yakawulu says over 200,000 United States dollars has been generated from fines placed on companies for violations. Last year, the EPA fined several entities, including telecom giant Lone Star Cell MTN, ArcelorMittal Liberia, and Elsin Transport for environmental breaches, highlighting a broader crackdown on corporate environmental negligence in Liberia. On the Super Morning Show Monday, Dr. Yakaudo emphasized that the generated amount was placed into government's revenue.
So last year we owed over 300,000 bills out of mining companies, but we also collect more than 200,000 from the government. That's part of the payment. They are paying, but the farm they pay this. If they don't pay, they're going to be closed.
He said the agency is working out modalities to control improper waste and plastic disposal and ensure pollution across Liberia are mitigated. The EPA boss at the same time said institutions fined are also held accountable to take care of the destruction they committed after paying their respective fines to government. Meanwhile, Dr. Yakaulu disclosed that discussions are ongoing surrounding the President's Executive Order number 155 recently issued on the Liberia carbon market. The Liberia National Police has charged and sent to court a 62-year-old man, a former agent of the National Security Agency, for alleged sexual abuse of a 16-year-old boy in Monrovia. Peter Jala is currently behind bars at the Monrovia Central Prison. Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman made the disclosure Monday during a news conference at the Liberia National Police Headquarters in Monrovia. Colonel Coleman said prior to his detention, suspect Jala's lawyer, Councillor Wefua Seye, filed a petition for a writ of habeas corpus before criminal proceed on January 9, 2026. On November 29 and December 24, 2025, the former NSA agent allegedly committed the act on the minor. The victim, according to report, was rendering domestic services, including washing his car floor and sweeping the alleged perpetrator's yard. The president pro tempore of the Senate, Yombly Kanga Lawrence, has reiterated the Senate's commitment to supporting the national agenda for growth and development. The Senate pro tem said, as part of efforts, the Senate passed the Port Authority and Port Autonomy bills, having corrected the lines vetoed by the president. She noted that the bills focused on economic decentralization aimed at promoting development and economic growth in the three port cities, creating jobs for thousands of Liberians.
Port Authority and Port Authority having corrected the line told by the president. These bills focus on economic decentralization. We believe this action will spur development and economic growth in our three port cities.
The Grand Bassa County Senator said, in line with international best practices, the Port Authority bill creates a regulatory body for sea and inland ports in the country. She thanked the public and the media for their constructive debate on the bills, something she said is vital for democracy. At the same time, the Senate has mandated its Committee on Ways, Means, Finance, and Public Accounts to review the harmonization process. Senate Pro Tem said the harmonization process introduced under the last administration affected civil servants across all sectors. She noted that the move aims to ensure civil servants receive their compensation in line with their qualifications and work. The Senate has also mandated its secretary to request the Civil Service Agency to conduct personnel and credential evaluations at the Senate. Senator Kanga Lawrence said recommendations from the evaluations will set the stage for effective standardization. The International Monetary Fund Third Review Mission on Monday held a high-level meeting with Finance Minister Agustin Lafont and key stakeholders from the energy, works, environment, and water sectors, among others. The IMF mission was led by Mission Chief Daihang Kim and IMF Resident Representative Joel Okwake. The discussions focused on ongoing negotiations under the Resilience and Sustainable Facility, with the particular emphasis on supply-side considerations. The RSF, established under the IMF's Resilience and Sustainability Trust, is designed to provide financing that supports climate change adaptation and mitigation as well as pandemic preparedness. According to a release, the RSF specifically targets low income and vulnerable countries, including small inland developing states. Under the RSF framework, Liberia is eligible to access financing equivalent to 150% of its IMF quota, amounting to approximately 1.4 billion United States dollars in special drawing rights. The facility offers highly concessional terms, including a 20-year maturity period, a 10-year grace period, and below market interest rates. Beyond direct financing, the RSF can also be leveraged for budgetary support, enabling countries to advance policy reforms, invest in green public infrastructure, and strengthen efforts toward climate resilient development outcomes. Labor Minister Councillor Kopokura has with immediate effect suspended Grand Bassa County Labor Commissioner Jackson Fabian. Commissioner Fabian was suspended for his alleged failure to conduct routine inspection of the Liberia Agricultural Company in Grand Bassa. Minister Kura said the action of the suspended labor commissioner has left several foreign nationals working without work permits. The labor minister made a statement over the weekend when he toured a lab to ascertain first-hand information on the livelihood of Liberians working on the plantation. During the tour, workers of the company listed several challenges confronting them, including management alleged refusal to allow the workers unionize and poor living conditions, among others. In response, Minister Kura mandated the management of LAC to begin addressing the plight of the workers. The Modern Development and Management Corporation has denied allegations that its holiday gift card sent to the Asset Recovery Task Force was an act of bribery. Over the weekend, Arab expressed shock and disapproval over the receipt of a holiday gift card sent to its office by indicted MDMC, but in a counter-reaction Monday, MDMC dismissed Arab's claims, describing the allegation as unreasonable. The MDMC says the goodwill message was simply part of its long-standing holiday tradition of extending seasonal greetings to partners, institutions, and individuals it interacted with during the year. The company emphasized that the message carried no hidden motive and was not intended to compromise the independence or credibility of the Asset Recovery Task Force. The MDMC reaffirmed its commitment to transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct while expressing respect for ARET as a credible public integrity institution. And students of the Grand Bassa County University are appealing to government and Grand Bassa County Council to reconstruct a damaged bridge linking the school with the county's capital, Buchanan. According to our correspondent, the bridge got damaged in 2017 following a heavy downpour for 4 days. They noted that several efforts have been made to reconstruct the damaged bridge, but the bridge remains uncompleted. Our correspondent said the current condition of the bridge is causing severe constraints for the students and other community dwellers. The students are also requesting the county council to use funds from the county development fund to complete the damaged bridge. In another development, Senate Pro Tem Bukanga Lawrence has donated several medical and maintenance items to the government hospital in Buchanan, Grand Bassa. Receiving the items, the county health officer Jude Wisse thanked Senator Lawrence for the gesture.
Chris Sauer in the news bulletin, one of